Friday, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I did a video like this. Like, what's good with everybody? What's up? What's poppin'? It's your girl Rax. This is Rax City. I've been reading a really good fan fiction and I can't get it out my skull, okay? Right now, I am literally just rehashing the words. Not even rehashing. What's that called? I'm rethinking something. I'm thinking about the words, okay? I literally thought about what I wanted to talk about in this video, which is time management. That's literally going to be the title of this video because we literally need to work on that for the upcoming school years. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed. So that's really that's the gist of this video. I just want to tell y'all about the title and the fact that I can't get this fan fiction out of my head. You see, I'm also trying to fight the fact that I can go into tangents really easily, okay? So I hope y'all Friday is going good. That's not what my channel is mainly about, by the way. Hold on. I'm known as Rax. This is Rax City. We have multiple things we talk about on this channel. Basically, I mainly talk on this channel. That's literally almost 97% of what I do on this channel. I just talk. You know, I do my commentary videos where I talk about certain celebrities or certain dramas that's happening on TikTok and other social media platforms. I also talk about my favorite fictional literature. I love Percy Jackson. That's literally part of my childhood, bro. I love Percy Jackson. I gotta talk about it more because I need to watch the TV show. Anyways, getting back on topic because I can easily go into a tangent about that. I also talk about video games and what else do I talk about? TV shows, movies, literature. I already mentioned novels. What else? I think that's really it. I don't really talk about too many personal things on this channel. I know that I have done videos in the past trying to speak about them. I try to do story times, not of my like family situations or anything like that, but like more so friends I used to have in the past. Those story times don't do well on this channel because I don't make them do well on this channel. I don't edit them good. I don't really talk as well. Like, it's really me. I'm the problem, bro. I might be the villain of my own story. Not just kidding. Not of those stories, but of my own story. You know, I'm the problem. I'm holding myself back. You know, I really gotta lock in. It's not clocking to me that I'm not locking. Oh my gosh, my bad. I just got finished with like doing a Biebercella video yesterday. And I was gonna make one today. I just got done like trying to make one a minute ago, and then I was like, no, let me not. Let me just make this video instead because time management is key, you know. So yeah, that's for a background. If you're new here, welcome. You know, if you like me, you can like the video or subscribe if you wish to. If not, it's fine. I mean, shit, I just be yapping anyway. You're probably gonna see me again. You're probably gonna see me again. Hopefully you subscribe next time. If you're not new here, if you're already subscribed here, what's good with you? No, okay, stop. No, but what's good with y'all? Oh my gosh, it's finally Friday. And I supposedly don't have a class today, but I was checking on my syllabus and I don't know, I just don't trust it, okay? We meet with like this class every Friday. Every Friday is like once a week. It's more so of attendance class. I do not trust this, okay? She has sent no email saying, remember, don't come to this class. Last week was your last class day. Like, she has not sent an email about that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what if it's a trick? I had a teacher like that, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm fighting my tongue right now because sometimes when I do videos, my tongue literally fights me. I don't know what it is, okay? Actually, yes, I do. My brain is moving faster than my mouth. So I already know what I want to say next, but I'm literally stumbling over my own words. Crazy work, I know. Yeah, so I had a teacher like that a previous year where she was just like, oh yeah, this is the last day. And then next week she's just like, wow, so I'm really disappointed in y'all right now. Y'all didn't come to class. And it's like, you just told us that was the last day. Like, bro, oh my gosh, that really tripped me out for a loop. And then she said, oh, I checked my syllabus. I was wrong. You know, yes, last week was your last day. My fault for that. I'm like, man. The way she was talking in that previous email, she talked like she wanted to fail all of us. Oh no. Oh no. So I don't know. I don't trust it. I might go up there. I had to take like 2 buses just to go there. 1 bus if I really lock in and walk. I see, that's the thing is, I mentioned lock in a lot because with time management, you gotta lock in, bro. This has nothing to do with time management. This is just me talking about Friday today before I get into my actual topic. But I just wanted to let y'all know, bro, I may have a class today. And I actually did so well with my time management just to include it into there. I'm not just talking about nonsense. I did so well with my time management this morning that I literally can just wear this and go to class. Let me just... Y'all really still can't even see me for real. It's okay. But this is what, do I jump? This is what I'm wearing. Under Armour, the shirt. It's supposed to rain. It's 20% rain today, so I don't actually think it's gonna rain. I did my hair. I honestly didn't wear my bonnet last night. I'm not gonna hold you. I am very lucky that I managed to stretch my hair out so that it can look like this, because otherwise it was gonna be packed to my head. I was going to look like a little boy named Gerald or something. I don't know. No, but for real, like, I actually did so well with my time management. I managed to go to breakfast. I have my lunchbox. I'm gonna eat it soon. It's not gonna get cold because they just made it, so it's like I can spare some minutes to talk to y'all. I also have my smoothie too. I may actually get that and just drink it so that I'm not hungry and stuff like that. It's just, I need to tell y'all, I need to talk to y'all about time management. You guys, I haven't been good with time management consistently since high school. So many things were like easier in high school. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my life was like so, obviously it was different, but so many things were easier in high school. You know, I already knew I was going to be outside for over 8 hours in a day for 5 days out of a week. I knew that. I knew what time to get up and brush my teeth. I knew what time to start getting dressed. You know, I would shower the night prior and not during the morning. I never showered in the morning. Oh my gosh, in college, I shower in the morning. I hate it. Like, I literally hate it, bro. But some nights I'd be so tired. Like, I'd be like, I can push this off to the morning time, and then I push it off to the morning time, and I'm exhausted even then. So I'm like, this shower was supposed to wake me up. It didn't do its job, bro. Like, it did not do its job at all. So yeah, I had so many good, like, habits in high school. Whereas now, what is it, like 6 years later? 5 years, because I graduated 2021. 5 years later, my habits aren't, I'm just a lady. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm not even doing this because it's a jokey matter. I'm literally telling y'all, do not fall off of your habits for longer than, let's say, like a month. You know, mental health is key. It's understandable if people are going through stuff mentally or physically to where they can't uphold to their habitual routines, you know? It makes sense. Everybody's human. We're gonna go through some things to where it's like we can't keep up with the same schedule. That's understandable. But when you can catch yourself and actually get back on your schedule, I'm gonna look y'all dead in the eye, bro. Do not let yourself fall off for longer than a month if you can avoid it. Don't let yourself fall off for a month. It's like impossible, bro. It's like when you get off the train and then you're waiting for the next opening so that you can jump back on it, but there is no opening. It's all just the same cylindrical fucking thing. Like, you know what I mean? The same cylindrical back of the train where there's no steps on the side. There's no platform where you can at least jump, you know, push your body onto the thing. There's nothing like that. It's like the train is just ongoing. There is no opening for you to jump on. That's how it is when you are falling off your habits or your routine. Like, don't let yourself fall off for too long. It's going to be extremely hard to get back onto them, because I can tell y'all, the last time I actually upheld my habitual routine, why I keep saying habitual routine? Why can't I just say one thing, bro? Like, what's going on? You get what I mean, though. The last time I actually was consistent with that was like sophomore year, and by that I don't mean like with everything. High school was when I was consistent with everything. I never did homework at home unless it was chemistry. And that was because I finished it in school. No teacher tripped for too long about students finishing their homework at school because they were happy that they at least did their homework, you know? And plus, high school was marginally easier. I couldn't find the word for it. I wanted to say another word, but it was extremely easier. It was simple versus college. I actually have to study now. I actually have to do homework now. I did not have to do that in high school. I got onto it real quick back in high school, bro. I did not have to study and do all this other stuff, bro. I'm in my room actually looking at my computer, bro. I had a Chromebook in high school. Do you know that I did not look at that Chromebook that oftenly? What all this has to do, though, is with routine time management. Routine and time management, mainly time management. They all fall under the same category. You cannot just fall off of your same routine, same habits and stuff and expect yourself to get back on it in college. No, it's not that easy. You think it is, it's not. It's easier said than done. You can make your own schedule in college. Like, yes, you can sign up for these classes to be in the morning time, midday, or even nighttime. You can do such. However, what you can't do, though, is try to do such balancing all those classes that you're going to get, because to be a full-time student, at least here, you have to have, like, what is it? Gosh, it's been a while. 6 credits is part-time, and then you have to get all the way up to, like, 12 credits to be full-time. Yeah. 12 credits. Some classes you'll range up to like 4 to 5 classes just to obtain your like full credit status, you know. 5 classes, balance that out. Get up in the morning on time, you know. Not only just do your bathroom routines, but also make sure you eat. Some people don't eat in the morning anymore. I know some people I talk to who their time management has become so off whack, they don't eat in the morning. They miss breakfast, they go to lunch late, and then they can only make it to dinner on time. Like, you know what I mean? Which you don't realize how important food is until you have to go to your classes. The bus is not always going to be a reliable source of transportation, at least for this school. Like, no, stuff happens. If the bus breaks down, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Besides walk or use your scooter. If you don't have a scooter, you're gonna have to walk anyway. What you gonna do? You know, like, you gotta get used to walking to your classes. Now, if your class is almost off campus, or is off campus, I know there's one class, it's a psychology class. You know, it's a whole separate building dedicated to psychology. That's off campus. Technically, you gotta either drive there, take the bus, or you could walk if you want that. That's over 30 minutes of walking. Some people can go through that quick. It's not an issue for them. But for others, no, they can't do that. You know, that's just, especially in the heat, or if it's raining. Sometimes it rains early as hell in the morning, or even throughout the day. Like, you gonna walk for over 30 minutes in the rain for one class? Yeah, nah. Or if all your classes are set up like that, that's different. But for one class, you gonna walk in the rain for over 30 minutes? It's just rain. Some people may be like, oh yeah, it's just rain. That's the easiest way for you to get sick. Like, you're walking for 30 minutes whole in the rain. Nah. That's why you have to have good time management. Check your weather apps, you know. Make sure you get up in time. Make sure you take your shower if you take it in the mornings, or if you take your showers at night. Yeah, make sure you take your showers at a reasonable time at night. Make sure you sleep on time. Make sure you actually drink water as well too on time, because some people, going to breakfast is not an issue for them, but drinking water is. How you don't drink water with breakfast? Y'all the ones that drink orange juice with y'all breakfast. I know, I was one of them. I also didn't really drink water that much with some of my meals, but babes, drink water. Like, hydrate, okay? Like I said, you can't depend on the buses all the time. You gotta walk and stuff. Like, this is for college students, but it's also for people who may have jobs as well too. As a person who has worked mainly in food service, so I was lucky or fortunate enough to actually be able to eat at my job. Except for my first job, I wasn't able to eat as much, but I was able to at least, you know, get some tea, you know, attempt to bring my lunch and stuff. Or I could just wait until I'm off work and then go home, because my house was not that far away from my job. So I was fortunate. I worked in food service jobs. If I didn't eat there, my house was close. So I understand, as a person who was working, you know, I'm in school right now, but as a person who was working, it's not the easiest thing to stay on your water drinking schedule, on your eating schedule, on your sleep schedule, you know, on your me time schedule. Like, it's just not easy, you know. It's not manageable sometimes for you to stay on route when it comes to your lifestyle. I understand that as a person who was working, who wants to go back into the workforce again, you know, once I'm outside of school for the summer or for some of my holidays. I get it. However, how you gonna function, babes, if you keep falling off? God damn it, you gotta focus. You gotta lock in. Is it not clocking to you? Is it not clocking to you that this is dangerous for your health? Like, you make sure you eat breakfast at least once a week. Some of y'all don't eat breakfast ever again once you start going into the workforce. I know, because I worked with people like that. Like, I understand it, bro. Some of y'all feel grouchy, or it's understandable, bro. Make sure you eat breakfast. Make sure you drink your water. Make sure you go to sleep on time. And that's the problem too, is that some people's schedules are just not set up to where they can do all of this. You know, some people's schedules, I'm not talking about for the ones who have kids or the ones who, you know, support numerous family members. I'm talking about the ones who are in a position similar to mine. If you're not in school, but you are a similar age, I'm 23 years old, and you don't have higher responsibilities, you don't pay rent, you don't have to pay a car note of such, like, you know, what else? You're not really paying back student loans as of right now. If you did attend college but then dropped out, like if you're in a similar position to me, that's who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? Like it's very easy to fall off track, bro. I know because I've done it for the past almost 5 years. See, I feel guilty saying it. Like I don't want to say it. It's not funny. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I feel embarrassment. Like I know, oh my gosh, I haven't been this consistent since high school. I don't like that. Freshman year of college and sophomore year of college, I was getting back onto a routine, but it was not an academic routine. I was academically and lifestyle wise good at my time. I was good at managing my time back then, not in college. My lifestyle wise, I was good at managing my time. Let's say like doing my hair, taking a shower on time, sleeping on time, brushing my teeth on time. Oh yeah, I was great. You know, I mean, it's by brushing my teeth on time, I mean doing it early in the morning, middle of the day, early in the night. That's what I mean. I fell off even with that. It's crazy work, I know. Still brush your teeth twice a day, but brush your teeth when it's a good amount of time too, because I be doing it like late in the morning, late at night, and late in the afternoon to where it's not even the middle of the day anymore. It's basically nighttime. Like it literally fell off even with that crazy work. I say twice a day. You can do it 3 times a day, but I just normally did it twice a day. The one time I did it 3 times a day, I'm not gonna hold you. My gums were not okay once I did it 3 times a day. Because the way I brush my teeth, I kind of scrub my teeth, which is not. I brush my teeth, my gums, my whole mouth basically. It's just not. That's not good. Like my gums weren't hurting after that, but I do it twice a day. Anyway, back on topic. You get what I mean? Lifestyle wise, like I just told y'all, sleeping on time, showering on time, brushing my teeth on time, even doing my hair on time, even setting up my clothes for the morning time when I have school on time. You know, the night prior, I would set up my clothes for the morning time because I mainly have morning classes. That's what I was really good at in college. However, academically, I got tired of a lot of things, okay? Having to study, I did not have to do that in high school. Having to make it to class on time, bro. Scheduling in college is different from high school, of course. I'm at a university, so I can schedule my classes to be anytime that the availability for the teachers allow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you have this teacher that's 9 a.m., but you have this other teacher that's like 11 a.m. You can structure your classes to where you can have at least like 2 classes, 3 classes. You could even have 4 classes in one day. I structured my classes freshman year to where I had like, oh my God, I had 3 classes in one day. And then the next day I had 2. And then the third day, because I had this extra class that only meets once a week, I had 4. Like, I was doing so much in freshman year. Like, oh my gosh, girl, you just got from high school. It's nothing like high school. Yes, you're outside for 8 hours a day, but like, these are 3 different classes that have 3 different class times. Your first class is 50 minutes. Your second class is 1 hour and 15. Your third class is basically damn near 2 hours. I don't know why you thought you would have I don't know why you thought that's the same as high school. It's not. It's not. It's really not. Plus, in high school, you're stuck in a building. You can't go home. You can't go to your dorm because you don't live in a dorm in high school. You live at your house. So it's like you're stuck at school anyway. You got to make your way. Let's say your outfit is not doing so well. Sometimes you can't depend on your parent to come. You have to go to the nurse's office to get some like clothes and stuff. Whereas in college, you could just go back to your dorm, depending on the type of class you have, if they allow you to, you know, yeah. Not even just allow, but like, you know what I mean, if you don't have any like tests or quizzes and stuff like that. It's just really different. You could structure your classes or in your day to be a certain way. You can manage your time. However, academically, it was really difficult. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. I got really fed up with studying all the time and going to my classes. I got really sick of it, actually. The amount of exams we would have a week versus the likes of high school. Obviously, it's going to be different. They said it will be different in high school, but like, you don't really feel how differently it's going to be until you're actually in college, okay? I just got really fed up with it. So I fell off with some stuff. There were classes that were so hard my freshman year, I was like neglecting other classes. My math class, for instance, I failed my math class freshman year. Not because it was difficult, it was actually a very easy class, but I failed it. You know why? Because I neglected that class. There were assignments that were due during that time, and I would do the assignments like halfway and then go back to the assignments that were really giving me trouble in other classes, which is not smart. If you're having difficulty with a problem, take that time to work through that issue. You know, yes, your class assignment is due at the very end of the week. Okay, do it like at the very beginning. Otherwise, you're very beginning. Why did I say that? Very beginning. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck. You just half-assed your assignment, and then you're wondering why you got a half-ass score. You got a 50 on it because you only did 50% of the work. What the fuck? Yes, you have this essay that's due this week, literally on Wednesday, even though your math assignment is due Friday. Finish your math assignment so that you won't have to worry about it Friday. Yes, you got a test that's also on Tuesday and a quiz that's due on Wednesday. Okay. Finish your math assignment so you won't have to do it Friday. Your Friday can be free. That's the only assignment you have due on Friday. Do the math assignment so you won't have to worry about it. Yes, you got a bunch of stuff due Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. Yes, you got a bunch of stuff due Sunday. Okay. Finish the one assignment that's due on the one day you know you're going to want to have a fun, relaxing time, you know? So I didn't follow my own advice. That's why I failed that class. I was so mad. I was livid. I was livid. I was disappointed in myself. I was depressed. That's one thing I don't like about college too, bro. It really can bring you to a different level of sadness. Like, why am I this sad over school? What the hell? That was my freshman year. Sophomore year, my time management was bad, more so coming into, not academically, but lifestyle wise. The thing I fell off with was going to the cafeteria. You may not think that's much important. I was eating. I'm not going to act as if I wasn't eating. I was eating, but I had the type of dorm where I could cook inside my dorm. I barely went outside. I cooked mostly inside my dorm. And the problem here is when you're holed up in your dorm like that, you're going to miss out on outside events. Like my family, for instance. My family was visiting and stuff like that, and I was so cozied up in my dorm. I had just eaten breakfast. I had watched a whole movie. It was really nice. I took a nap, woke up. I had missed my sister's graduation photos for like when she goes to one of the mascot statues. I missed the entire event of her going to go and take those photos because I was so comfortable inside my dorm, and I'm so used to being inside my dorm, and I just fell asleep. That's not good. That's not good. Because I knew they were coming sometime that week. I just didn't know which day. And that's the problem. Like, if you are going outside consistently, you would know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm talking to my past self here. Like, girl, if you went outside consistently, you would know. If you actually, even if you didn't go to the cafeteria, because the easiest way for me to actually know what's going on outside is if I go to the cafeteria. There's a lot of stuff that happens at the cafeteria besides, of course, eating. They have events at the cafeteria. Like, you would know if you actually went to the cafeteria. You would know if you actually went to the online platform, you know, online site for it. That's how you would know. But me, I wasn't focused on all that. So I fell off with that one as well. Also, working out too. Oh my gosh, the gym has been such a huge thing for me when it comes to like consistency, time management. I find that I could not find the perfect time. Like, what, girl? Basically, I couldn't find the perfect time to actually go to the gym. Whenever I would try to go around the middle of the day, it wouldn't be packed, and I would be happy about that. But then I would go at night because sometimes I wasn't able to go to the middle of the day to go to the gym because I had classes. So I'm like, I would go at night. Everybody's there. Okay. How about I go in the morning? I never go in the morning. Because I have morning classes. Even on the weekend. On the weekend, I would have to go to the store. That was around the time where they had the Saturday buses to go to the store and stuff. I was like, damn, how am I going to make it to this? Well, I'll just go next week. Never go next week. I'll just go the week afterwards. Goes the week afterwards. Is consistent with it, then falls off due to either whatever, mental health, not doing my time management correctly in other avenues. Like, let's say I need to do my hair and stuff like that. I managed to not do my hair in time, so I can't really go to the gym in time. Like talking about, oh, why don't you just work out in your room? That's what I've been mainly doing. So it's like I work out in my room, but the problem here is that I'm not getting any outside air. I need that fresh air. I need that walk to the gym. You know, there's a hill that you go up to the gym and stuff like that. I need that. I need that badly. Basically, you know, I need to actually be productive in that way. It's not just about going to the gym. It's actually about going outside, interacting with people, you know, getting that sunlight, that fresh air, getting a good walk in before you actually go there, before you go on the treadmill or the stairmaster, if you do either of those things. Like, you know, it's about the journey. Like, not to be cringe, it's about the journey, you know. Sometimes it's not just the destination, it's the journey as well. Like, that's why, like, you know. But what time is it? Oh, I'm actually on great time. Checking my emails and stuff, just making sure and stuff like that. I'm not editing it out. I'm not editing this video this time because I think I have class. I don't know, because she did not send an email, like I said, you know. But I had good time management today. Junior year is when I fell off the most. Sophomore year, it was just about going outside, getting fresh air. I talked about the gym as well too. That was about sophomore year, but the gym thing could bleed into junior year. Junior year, I fell off the most. Oh my gosh, I was getting closer to my major. I was a nursing major. There was a lot of requirements I had to complete. I didn't complete them all the time because some of those requirements required money that I didn't have, transportation that I didn't have. I could have made a way for it if I wanted it bad enough, but like my sister said, if you wanted it bad enough, you would have completed at least half of this list. You didn't want it bad enough. And I'm like, she's right. But then again, I'm like, low key, so I'm right too, because I've been telling her I didn't want it bad enough. I've been telling her I didn't want it bad enough. But at the same time, it's like, you know, but you're still in the major. You still have to attempt to get to this place, even if you don't want it bad enough because you chose this major, right? I could talk a whole length about my whole love-hate relationship with college in another video, but this one's about time management. So yeah, junior year, I was falling off academically and lifestyle-wise. I was doing almost nothing on time, babes. Sleeping, I would sleep and take naps in the middle of the day. Then at nighttime, I have so much energy. Like, oh my God. If I wasn't watching a movie, I was playing video games. If I wasn't playing video games, I was on my phone making fan fiction. If not making fan fiction, watching YouTube. You know, I would brush my teeth twice a day, but never on time. Like, it'll be late morning, late night. Crazy work. Sometimes the middle of the day. It wouldn't even be morning anymore. So I would brush it the middle of the day and then at night sometimes. What else? Doing my hair. My hair was braided, so I didn't really have to do much to it, which I was fortunate about. But when it came to like undoing my hair, I wore it in an afro majority of the time, which is not bad, but like I can do so much more to my hair, so it's low-key bad on my part. Like, you know, that's part of my productivity. Why can I not speak? I keep outrunning my own mouth. Stop. Okay, no, it's okay. Very relatable. I hope I'm being relatable to you guys. Sometimes I'm just thinking faster than my mouth. But yeah, like, I'm undoing my own productivity by not practicing on my hair more. Because yes, I can do my hair. I can do many styles, like corn rolling, you know, twisting, braiding hair into my hair, sectioning it, plaiting it. Like, you know, I can do a lot of things to my hair. Like, that's just the norm for me. Like, you know, but I still have more to learn. I still need to practice more. And by me not doing my hair on time, or by me just going to a basic afro or a basic twist, that's me keeping myself in this box when I could be progressing, you know? So wasn't doing my hair on time, just doing basic afros. If not doing a basic afro, I would just put it in a beanie and stuff like that. What else? What else was I not doing on time? Showering on time. I would shower just late at night or early in the morning. I didn't get sick, luckily enough, when I did it early in the morning, but it's better to do it at night. It's better for my body to do it at night. It's better for my day if I do it the night prior rather than doing it early in the morning. And academic-wise, I was falling off of everything. Not grade-wise. Oh, no. I would never let my grades slip under unless I knew I was going to drop out of this class. No. I would literally slip when it comes to doing my assignments last minute. A lot of my assignments were due Sunday, 11:59 p.m. So it was very easy to just, I'll do all my assignments at night. Like, girl, don't do it the night of. What the fuck? Like, I did that so often in junior year. Oh my gosh. I would come to class late, not extremely late, but like I would come after the bell already rung. What else? Shit, there was one time I came like almost 20 minutes late. Oh my gosh, it was really bad. That's what happened during junior year. And then of course with the stress of getting closer to becoming an actual nursing student, because I was just like in the prerequisite version of my nursing, you know, to become an actual nursing student. I got accepted into the program, but I had to complete like 15 requirements. Some of them required money, transportation, like I mentioned beforehand, and I really needed to complete those before I become an actual nursing student, and it was stressing me the hell out. It was stressing me out. So changing my major was a good call. I'm technically still marked as a junior, and the junior curse begins because not begins. It continues. It continues. Why I say begin? I wanted to say the senior curse begins because technically I am technically a senior. I've been here for a while. I'm technically a senior, but I took off a semester. So the junior curse continues. My consistency has still been bad. I actually lack consistency. Actually, the only thing, let me correct myself. The only thing I'm consistent in is being inconsistent, bitch. Like, that's literally what it's giving at this point. The only thing I have been consistently good at are my grades. These are the best grades I've had in, since the middle of junior year? You know, which is like a year and a half, I believe. Like, no, I think it had to be like a full year beforehand. I'm trying to remember. My whole school history is kind of off whack due to that semester that I took off. I had to take off for that. So it's like, but it's okay. It's kind of off whack. Some stuff happened like practically a year ago versus other stuff I'm referencing happened like half a year ago. So it's kind of like off whack, but you get the gist. I'm still a junior regardless of it, you know, online at least. So yeah, it's been really bad. I'm very consistent at being inconsistent. Today is the most consistent day I've had. I honestly shouldn't even be making this video. I should be eating my food. But honestly, I've already had like a good half of my breakfast anyway, so I'm not really that hungry, oddly enough. So yeah, it's also hot in my room. Oh my gosh. I need to stop putting see, another thing I'm consistent at, putting my air on extremely hot, because I actually get cold because I have low iron sometimes. Especially after, you know, periods and stuff. That's where you lose blood, so of course your iron is going to be lower. But yeah, what else do I gotta say for this video? Since I kind of already reached the end of it, because I'm still technically a junior, I'm not a senior just yet. I would have more to say if I was technically a senior, but I'm still technically a junior. Like talking about, I'm still very much, like I said, consistent with being inconsistent, but I'm getting there. I mean, shit, you know, the summer's coming up. It's already here practically. I mean, May is right around the corner. I don't have a class technically today. I gotta see about that. I'm still gonna go up there. Who cares? I'm already dressed. I'm still gonna go up there. My hair is already done. I gotta wash it anyway, so it's like, this is the afro that's gonna be in. I did mention beforehand that when I was feeling a type of way, I would just have it mainly in an afro or underneath my beanie. I would rather have my hair in an afro than in that beanie, okay? I wore that beanie for like 3 weeks straight this past semester. 4 weeks, a month straight this past semester. If we're counting like all the way from like, what are we counting? The end of March 18th. Yeah, it's been a month. Oh my gosh. I had my hair in a beanie for a month. Like, mental health. That's another thing. I can blame it on mental health. And most times I try not to, because I don't know why I have this moment of feeling like I shouldn't say it's depression full out, because I still have this weird stigma growing up in a family where a lot of complex emotions and stuff, it's like you're too young to go through them, basically. You're too young to go through depression, even though you can go through grief at a young age. Grief is a complex emotion. I can go through that. Anxiety is a complex emotion. I can go through that, but I can't go through fucking depression. Okay, cool. Oh, nothing's happening in your life. A lot of depression can come from within. How I feel about myself, how I feel about how I feel about my life and its progression. I could be depressed about that. I could be depressed about a lot of things pertaining to me. I feel like that's what depression is. Like, it doesn't have to just be somebody's doing stuff to you. It doesn't have to be an outside source. It can literally be an inside source. You know, like, so I don't like to say it's depression a lot of times, but a lot of times it pretty much ranges close to depression, because sometimes I fall off and it's like there's no rhyme or reason to how I fell off. Like talking about like sometimes there's a pattern to how I fell off. Like, you know, it's just, oh, I chose not to sleep at this time that day, so I ended up just staying awake each day and made like a whole habit of just staying up late. No, I didn't choose to not sleep tonight. I literally can't. Like I literally can't. You know, I didn't have Wi-Fi at the beginning of this semester. It was January. Didn't have Wi-Fi and I didn't have a TV. I tell you, there was no reason to even power on my phone because during that time I didn't have many saved recordings in my phone. So it's like I would just be powering it on just to look at the time. I could not sleep even with a lack of, you know, noise and all that. You know, even with no distraction, I still couldn't sleep. And I'm like, what is wrong? Is it the noise outside? I tell you, it was bone tired. There was no noise. The birds weren't even out in the morning. Like, what's going on, bro? Sometimes it really can be something deeper than what you think it is. Sometimes it can be depression. Sometimes it just can be, you know, symptoms of depression. You know, there's a term called anhedonia where you feel this numbness towards everything you enjoy and everything you do outside of enjoyment. You know, you just feel like nothing, basically. You feel nothing. That's literally what it is. That's what I experienced, and it was so hard to break myself out of it. So yeah, you know, sometimes your time management, you're just off due to other factors. It doesn't always have to be like you're lazy. That's what normally people go to. No, you're not always lazy, baby. Sometimes it's deeper than that. Like sometimes I'm literally trying to actually get here on time. Sometimes I am trying to sleep on time. Sometimes I am trying to do my work and stuff like that. But I can't do it during this certain time, bro. I can't focus. I can't. It's like I have to take so much of my brain power just to focus on this one task that's not normally fucking hard for me. So it's like sometimes it is deeper than that. That's really all I have to say. Like, no, I talked for like practically 37 whole minutes just about time management and stuff. Sorry if I was all over the place, honestly. This is just me talking off the top of my dome. Very much honest, very much blunt, very much here for you. If you're going through this, I understand. If time management is difficult for you, I get it. I hope that we can all get back on track, because I'm back on track. I'm talking into my shoulder. Like, girl, what's going on? But I hope we can all get back on track. I understand if you're falling off. Like, don't beat yourself up about it. You're not alone, and it's not the end of the world. You will get back on track eventually. Like, you know, just hope it's sooner than later. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. May peace be with you for an eternity. May your souls be eternal. May you live